Talking about symmetry today. You guys have probably heard that word before, right? Okay, what does symmetry mean?
Same on both sides.
Same on both sides. So, people are symmetrical, at least on the outside, right? Because our left and our right sides are the same.
Not all the time.
Okay. Anyways, so on a shape, like let's say I have an isosceles triangle, is this symmetrical?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I draw a line right down the middle,
It's this.
okay, you can fold it over that line. So we actually, in the geometry book, we call this line symmetry. That's ugly. Line symmetry. So if there's a line that you can draw where you fold it over and it looks the same on both sides, that is line symmetry. So normally we just say it's symmetrical. But in geometry we gotta be more specific because there's another kind of symmetry, and that is rotational symmetry. Any guesses what that might be?
Yeah. If you rotate it, it'll be the same.
Yeah. This is hard for me to draw this very well. Okay, let's pretend like that's perfect.
It is perfect.
Yes, of course.
It's the Star of David. No, it's not. That's not the Star of David. Yeah, it is.
That one has like 6 points.
No.
I'll make the Star of David. You draw two strong.
Two
stars.
triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not Star of David.
I could have used that as an example though.
When they saw it, it was probably just a big ball. Probably didn't see anything but just a big bright ball. That's Star of David.
Okay.
Jewish. Which is Star of David.
So rotational symmetry means if I rotate it, does the image look the same if I rotate it some?
Yeah.
How far would I have to rotate this before it would look the same?
90.
Yeah, right. A quarter turn is 90 degrees.
Thank you. Are you talking to me?
Yes,
About stat.
So you could say this has 90-degree rotational symmetry. They call that the magnitude. I should mention that. So how many degrees you have to turn it before it looks the same? Does this image have rotational symmetry?
No.
No.
360.
Okay, everything looks the same if you turn it 360, right? So that doesn't count. So it's got to be less than 360. So this has 90-degree magnitude. All right, how many times could we turn it and it looks the same before we get all the way back around?
4.
4. Okay,
Because 4 you
counting the
turn
fourth one. Counting the fourth one, so that would be 4. So the 4 is called the order. Like, how many times could we turn it looks the same? 1, 2, 3, 4. So one way to find the order, you can just do 360 degrees divided by the magnitude. Because you can do 4 90-degree turns, right, before it gets to 360. Anyway, order. How many times can you turn it before it gets back to its start? One more type of symmetry. And that is called point symmetry. Okay, it's called point symmetry because if you draw a point somewhere in the image, like the points on opposite sides of that point are like the same distance away, or they should be. Okay, that's what makes point symmetry. But the easiest way to think about point symmetry is, does it have 180-degree rotational symmetry? Okay, so in other words, if I rotate this 180 degrees, does it look the same? If I turn it rotate it upside down?
Yes.
Yes. So this has rotational symmetry as well. Or sorry, point symmetry as well. So yeah, the easiest way is just think about it. If I turn it upside down, like rotate it 180, does it look the same? So this does. If it has 90-degree magnitude, that means you turn it 90 twice and it should still look the same. So yeah, it has to have point symmetry. Let's say I drew a perfect star. Does that have rotational symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah. Because each point would be at, if it looked perfect, each point would be at the top. Does it have rotational symmetry though?
No.
No. Because when you rotate it 180, it doesn't. 360, what is the magnitude on this gonna be?
360.
No,
Or 360 divided by 4.
no,
5.
5, because it's got 5 turns on it, right? So 360 by, it's like 72. It's kind of an odd number. Doesn't go into 180, so you could say the magnitude is 5, or the order, sorry, is 5. Anyways, so we got the 3. Line symmetry is, which is what you normally think of when you think the word symmetry. Rotational symmetry. And then point symmetry is kind of like a special case of rotational symmetry. If you rotate it 180 and it works. Alright. Easy peasy, jumping easy. Numero uno. We got, it's a plane. So the first question is, state the number of lines of symmetry. So how many could be drawn on that?
I'm on page 238.
Okay, could we split it, so we could split it horizontally, right? Could we split it in half vertically? No. The front of the plane would be different than the back of the plane. So there's only one line of symmetry. The second question, does it have rotational symmetry?
No.
No. It doesn't look the same unless you turn it all the way around 360. That doesn't count. So the second answer, we're just going to put none, like it doesn't have any rotational symmetry. Does it have point symmetry?
No.
No. If you turn it 180, if it doesn't have rotational symmetry, there's no way it can have, point symmetry. So we're just going to put no, it doesn't have point symmetry.
What's the maximum amount of lines you can do?
There is no max. Like a circle, for example, would have infinite.
Okay.
They're not going to ask us that, but you could draw infinite lines of symmetry in a circle. They're not going to ask us that though, so we're good. All right, number, actually I did help the other class with two, because number, the odds are kind of all the same-ish.
Is it 8?
How many lines of symmetry do you guys think number
8.
2 has?
8.
4 or 8? Did we do this? No, I didn't ask you guys on this one. This is,
4.
it's basically my star, isn't it? They just drew like something around it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like lines between it?
So from kind of like the diagonals work, right? Does it work if you go this way?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it does. See how that's the same like that?
I mean,
So that means this one works. Anything else?
Well,
Nope, that's it. 4.
let's go!
sorry.
Wait, how's that for?
Up and down, left and right,
Oh.
diagonal, diagonal.
Oh, I was counting it like 1, 2, 3. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
Yeah.
counting it like,
Yeah, this
Once.
is 1. It's
That-
not 2.
I'll read you.
Okay. Kind of looks like a flower now. Numero dos. Okay, what would the
there's nothing else on 2.
magnitude on number 2 be? Like how many degrees do you turn it before it's... Nope. No, that's the order. Magnitude is the degrees.
So it'd be
Well-
360 over.
We already talked about this, guys. How many degrees would you have to rotate this for? 90.
4. Or
90.
90, sorry.
Okay, 90 degrees is the magnitude, which means the order is what? You gotta say the order also.
4.
4. And does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah, if you rotate it 180, looks the same. Numero tres. Puzzle piece. Does it have any lines of symmetry?
No.
So let's put 0. Does it have rotational symmetry?
Yeah.
Nope. Does it have point symmetry?
No.
No. If it doesn't have rotational, there's no way it can have sucks point. Number 5. What do you guys think number 5 is a picture of?
A flower.
vase. Like,
A flowered vase?
No, like it looks like a flower, but like.
it does kind of look like a flower if you flip it upside down.
I decided it's a hybrid between like a praying mantis and a flower.
What? These math teachers are really getting creative.
Maybe the artist didn't know what it was. Who knows? Okay, number 5. How many lines of symmetry could be drawn on that? Uno. One right down the middle. Okay, does it have rotational symmetry?
No.
Nope. So that means it doesn't have any point symmetry. Whitley, your name lasted all day.
Yes. Whoa, what are you doing?
Please don't what?
Let's not get crazy. Okay. That's not very nice.
For putting graffiti on my board. Alright.
Vandalism.
Okay, number 7. This one got the other class. So I'm assuming it's gonna get you.
No, it's not.
Okay, how many lines of symmetry?
None.
None.
6.
1.
6.
Okay, where would the line of symmetry be?
Diagonal.
Diagonal? Okay, is that the same on both sides?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait.
No, it's not.
Well, they're congruent, but if I fold this over, would it look the same?
Nope.
I told you.
This would be like right here.
So it's none.
So it's kind of like that.
Me wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
So did I.
You're right, it's 0.
You did?
Yes. Mr. Jordan, are you proud of me?
So proud. Sit on all 4.
It looked in the back of the book.
Actually, I didn't.
Possible, yeah. Does it have any rotational symmetry?
No. Yes, it does.
No.
One of those answers is correct.
Actually, it does. One.
No, because then it had to be a 360.
Yeah, I say no. I say no.
Oh,
Yeah, if you turn
it's
them
not
in, it's
connected.
gonna look.
Hold on. I gotta draw a connected one.
Oh wait, maybe if you turn it, is it 1? No, that's 360.
Oh.
Told
So
you guys.
1.
Well,
Oh.
how many degrees?
180.
180.
I told you guys.
If only we listened to Paxton, all our lives would be so much better.
That's so true.
Sometimes.
So this fooled the other class, but not me. Just throwing it out there.
You didn't get the first answer, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I think it was me, Whitley.
No, wait.
It's the other Paxton.
Was it?
And then you got the second one.
Okay, anyways, we'll call it team effort. What's the order if it's 180 degrees?
1. No, 2.
2. Takes 2 to get back around. What was the last question? Oh, does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it has. Yes, because it has.
So weird answers you have to put.
Yeah, but they don't take very long.
What? You said they wouldn't
It's
have
not
the
like
circle.
we're actually doing math.
You
We're
said
just
they
doing.
wouldn't have the circle, Mr. Jordan.
Okay, well, this is not a circle
Number 12.
because it's got stuff inside. You guys know what that's a picture of?
It's
A
like
hubcap.
when you're tired.
It's a
Yeah.
hub- Yeah, it's called a hubcap.
Number 11 is sus.
I don't know if I can.
It's okay, we get the point.
Well, I kind of need to draw a little bit to make my point here.
Didn't they just found stuff and they were like, here?
Number 11 looks a little bit sus.
Okay, that's true. Of course, Paxton can see that.
Wait, did I change it? No. That's about right. Okay.
Corey! Give me some or else. Snitches.
Give him some what?
Can I use the restroom? I'm just kidding. There you go.
Sit on all 4. My word. Okay. Does it have any line symmetry?
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Okay. If I fold the triangle over, does it look the same now?
Yes.
No. It's,
No, because of the triangles.
No. Over here, the triangle's like pointing up. Over here, the triangle's pointing down. So if you fold it over, it would be more like this. Okay. The triangles are kind of turning. They're like rotating, right, around the center. So when you fold it over, they won't be lined up. So,
None.
no, it doesn't have it. Well, we put 0 for number of lines of symmetry. The next question, rotational symmetry.
No. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, cause it'd be like, they
Right,
follow
it's-
each other. So
Yeah,
one,
if I
two,
drew it
three,
nice.
4, 5, 6.
Now, but the question is, how many degrees would you choose?
Infinity. 360, 360, 360.
No, 360 divided by 6.
180.
Okay, how could we know for sure?
That's 60 degrees.
Okay, you gotta look more at the book. My picture doesn't match it quite.
Oh, wait. 360 divided by 8.
Yes.
But
How did she get 360 divided by 8?
Because there's 8 triangles.
Because there's 8 triangles.
Is that like 40?
45.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, but you're
Wow.
on my
She
picture.
guessed. She guessed though.
No.
You guessed.
On my picture, it'd be like 360 divided by 7 because I
She
didn't
looked
draw
like the
it.
book, literally, I know it.
So what's the order then?
8.
8. 'Cause there's 8 triangles. That would.
Guys, she really looked like the book.
Okay. Does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah. You turn it 45 like 4 times, that would add up to 180. So, oops, we're supposed to put yes. Alright.
So
Once.
12.
Okay, that's Spanish. Number 11 is a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a, they wrote it on the next page. Logo. Can you tell what it's saying on the logo?
Sus.
Wait, is it like Sega? It's Sega.
Not just,
Sun, it's a
Dude.
sun.
it's saying, it's supposed to say sun, no matter which way you turn it.
Whoa, I see it.
Oh, for some reason, I
That's
thought it
actually
was Sega.
crazy.
I don't like it.
You review it?
That's actually cool.
Sun?
Yeah, look. It goes like this, like follow the white line. So like right here goes S, U, N.
Oh, and that
and on the
hurts.
side it's
I don't like it.
S, U, N.
You could use.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could do SNU.
Okay,
SNU, that's right.
does it have any lines of symmetry?
Yes.
2. No, wait.
Where?
0.
Are you talking about like the diagonal lines?
1. No.
It does in fact
Up
not
and
have
down.
any lines of
It has Z.
Okay,
Oh, it has 0. 0.
if you fold like the S onto the UN, does it look the same?
No.
No.
So,
So it does have 0.
Yes.
Alright. Does it have rotational symmetry?
Yes.
Yes.
How many degrees?
90.
9.
Or
90.
Yeah.
Because
Lady, all
each
yes.
corner of that square goes to the top, that's 90-degree turn, right? A quarter turn. Okay, so what's the order if it's 90 degrees?
4.
4. Does it have point symmetry?
yes.
If you turn it 180, it looks the same, yes. Okay. 13 is make your own logo, so I'm gonna leave you guys to that.
I can do my own logo.
Well, it says on the logo, it says it has to have 2 lines of symmetry and rotational symmetry.
Could I draw my
I guess, could they mean at least 2 lines of symmetry?
Could I draw?
Okay, it cannot,
Hear me out. You draw my page.
it's gotta be more than just like a square or a circle or something.
So it can't be my logo that I do, like for my video. My logo, you know. Can I go around
All I said is it can't be a square or a circle.
Well,
No.
it's there's a
Well,
there's a square, a rectangle, and 2 circles. Animation?
something that's not a basic polygon.
Yeah, what a little thingy. Yeah, that's what a little.
It doesn't have to be complex, it just can't be a
Sorry,
big,
put circles in that.
a basic polygon.
The eye.
What if we put circles on the side of the square?
Yeah, that's fine.
A square with a circle, is that what we're doing?
Bro, it's just a map.
Don't copy theirs, I won't give you credit.
Yeah, that's right.
And girls, you need to do your own too.
Well, now I gotta think of a completely different.
Okay,
I don't know.
you can come back to it. 15 is basically the same as 1 through 8. So I would start with on 15, how many big circles are there going around the middle of this shape? 'Cause that kind of tells you
Cool.
how many, on 15, how many big circles are going around the shape?
6.
6. So that's kind of the heart of the shape, right? 'Cause that. So if there are 6, basically what shape are we talking about here? Hexagon. Basically just a hexagon. Okay, all those other circles, they're part, they just kind of float around those. These are like the main part of the shape. So, how many lines of symmetry would this have? Okay, would the vertex to vertex lines work?
No.
Like, is that a line of symmetry?
Yes.
So that would be,
3.
Yes.
that would be, okay, are there any more?
Yes.
Could we,
Middle.
Between
Is that
mid-segment to mid-segment? Does that work?
Yes.
Horizontal.
No.
How many was
So
that?
how many did we
That's
draw?
6. 6.
So, okay, this is 15. 6.
It's
Okay,
like a clock.
does it have rotational symmetry?
Yes.
Yes.
How many degrees?
What's the one,
Can't think.
2, 4,
How would you figure it out?
Is it
360 over
divided by
12.
6?
360 divided by 6.
So that's
Ah.
Because there's
60 degrees.
6 points, right? So the next time it will be the same as when this one comes around.
So 60 degrees?
So it's 60 degrees, yeah. So what is the order then?
6.
6. Does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Yeah, if you go 180, it looks the same, yeah.
On number 43, those two faces look completely different, but they're the same face.
What?
On 43, it's the same face, but they look different.
What the heck?
Well, yeah, on the middle face, it's just the right side of his face reflected, and the right one is the left side of his face reflected,
That's kind of scary.
or vice versa. I mean,
That's like if you saw someone perfectly symmetrical.
Wait, why did it work?
he looks like the one on the right looks like a cartoon villain or something.
Yeah.
Why do the words look so
The
weird?
one in the middle is looking a little devious too.
They're showing that they're flipping the image
Yeah.
over.
Oh, what? What?
That's
What are you all giggling at? Who'd you say it looked like? Who'd you say? I already know it.
I don't want to say it.
Who is it? Who?
The one in the middle looks like band Mr. Frederick.
What? Who said that? Who said that?
All right, number 17. We're supposed to draw
I'll spit out.
a regular octagon. These are kind of hard to draw very nicely.
That's crazy.
That's almost right. Okay, this time instead of saying how many lines of symmetry, we're supposed to draw the lines of symmetry. It's a little bit different. So, you have to draw the octagon yourself. Okay, so obviously this would be a line of symmetry, right? Okay, the question is, would this be a line of symmetry?
No.
Splitting the vertices.
No.
Yeah, well, I didn't draw it perfectly, but like if I did, this one would fold there, this one would fold there, this one would fold there. Yeah, if you have an even number of sides and you draw it regular, like everything's the same, yeah, these diagonals should split. Okay, mine's not a perfect drawing, so it doesn't look quite right, like this is longer than that, but if it was perfect, yes, they would split. So how many should we have all together? No. Okay,
16.
not only do you go vertex to vertex, you also go, so how many are those?
8. 7. No.
No.
What?
How many lines?
Four.
4.
Oh,
1,
okay.
2,
I
3,
keep counting
4.
them separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, mid-segment to mid-segment works, right? That's what we started with. So we also need to split the sides.
Oh my goodness.
So altogether,
Goodness me.
Hey,
altogether there should be 8.
This is plain.
It's not the best drawing in the world.
Just looks.
If you did it right, like they should all meet at one point in the center.
I did not.
I already forgot how many lines I drew. I think jump right now.
hey.
I guess.
You don't really have to count them, you just have to draw them. But there should be 8. Okay, the next question, does it have rotational symmetry?
Yes.
What's the magnitude of the rotational symmetry? How far would I have to turn it? 360 divided by 8.
Which is
45. We did that one earlier.
There we go.
Okay, this section they don't ask for the order, so you don't have to put 8 down. Does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Okay. 19. A circle with one diameter. Now I mentioned this earlier. A circle with no diameters, just a normal circle,
You think you're
would actually have infinite
not
lines.
even fart. So hard.
Dang, I'm getting bad at circles.
Huh?
About to give up here.
Bro, I literally said circle but with a TH. Is it thumb?
Okay, so how many lines of symmetry are there?
Huh?
No. How many lines of symmetry are there?
One.
Infinity. Infinity.
Two.
Infinity.
You
Infinity.
already said infinity and he already said no.
No.
One.
There's a diameter drawn into it, so
One.
like this would not be a line of reflection because that's not the same.
Oh. So there's other.
Uno.
1,
Oh, 2.
2.
Yes.
So let me get rid of this line because it's going to throw us off for the next question. What is the magnitude of the rotational symmetry? 180. You'd have to turn it all the way, upside down. So 180, does it have point symmetry?
Yes.
Okay. 21. A kite. It's hard for me to draw really neat kites. Kites have 2 congruent consecutive segments and 2 congruent consecutive segments. Okay, shh, hush. Lines of symmetry. How many?
One.
1, right down the middle.
Yes, I got it right, guys.
Okay, rotational symmetry.
Yes. No. No.
No.
None. So point symmetry. No. Kites are easy. Okay, 23. Does a figure with 90-degree rotational symmetry also have point symmetry?
Yes.
Yes, because if it has 90-degree rotational symmetry, if you rotate it 2 90s, you get 180. So, yes.
Wait, we don't have to draw these? Oh, yeah.
23 is not drawn. 24, probably should skip down. What must be true of the order of rotational symmetry of any figures that have point symmetry? Well, basically because in point symmetry the opposite sides are the same, that means it's got to be even. So that's what they wanted. You just put Okay, and then the drawing on 20, it says a concave
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
equilateral hexagon.
Learn about it.
That goes all the way back to like
Yeah.
chapter 2 or
It
something.
means
Well,
like,
yeah, but like I
it's
know.
like the dent in Leo's head.
Okay,
Yeah, like it
so
goes
what's a
all-
normal hexagon look like?
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how we're using Leo's head for reference.
Oh, so do you put the outside
So,
edges going in?
One of these needs to be a cave, so
Just one?
I didn't do very well there. They're supposed to all be the same length. So something like that. Just
It
like,
looks like one of the
just
arrow
like
signs
fold
while you're
that
driving.
one
You know?
in. Yeah.
Bruh.
Mr. Jordan, what kind of
Looks like
music
a
do you
fortune
listen to?
cookie.
What genre of music do you listen to?
This is a rap.
I don't know.
Heavy metal.
No, I see Mr. Jordan. He probably like listens to like
One?
jazz.
Not one.
Here comes the sun.
I like stations. Well, I listen to variety,
And
but
then